Okay, are we in for a special treat this afternoon? Not only did What's Going On with Sir John and Lady D take place at 3 o'clock, but it's also taking place now at 4 o'clock with their special guest, none other than the main man himself from Stellar Copters, Mr. Stellar himself. How are you guys doing today?
Oh, doing pretty well. It's a beautiful day.
It's just awesome.
Once again.
Awesome. The sun is out, and we are just going to enjoy this day. Who knows? I may even take a flight.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Oh, boy.
All
I
right.
can get my nerves together. Okay, well, today we have a wonderful young man on our show, John Stellar, and he's with Stellar Copters. This is his business, and we're going to get this show on the roll by letting you tell us all about it.
Okay. Well, my name is John Marsteller. I'm the owner and operator of Stellar Copters. We have initially opened up in Northeast Ohio July 4th weekend of last year, so that'd be 2016. I operated a business in Kansas City for about 6 years under the same name, and we had a dream and brought it this way. Growing up in Northeast Ohio, it's what we wanted to do.
Okay.
We provide tours over Cleveland, east of Cleveland, Geneva. Pretty much anything you can do in a helicopter, if it can be done safely, we'll take it on for you.
That is awesome. So tell me, what got you into this? How long have you been flying?
I've been flying helicopters since 2003. I wanted to be an airline pilot when I graduated high school, and after going to college for a semester, it didn't seem to work out, so I moved out to Las Vegas. I was helping my grandparents out and went to flight school. At the age of 20, became a flight instructor, teaching people how to fly, and it just kind of went on from there.
Wow, that is just really amazing. So tell us about the helicopter and how can people sign up and get the rides and what's the cost and things like that.
The helicopter we operate, it's a 4-seat helicopter.
Okay.
So it's the pilot and 3 passengers. The helicopter's fuel efficient, if you will.
Okay.
And we can only take so much weight.
Okay.
So the biggest thing to tell everybody is that 575 pounds is the maximum among the 3 passengers.
Okay.
So
okay.
300 pounds per seat, 575 pounds maximum among all 3 of them.
Okay.
If we need to do more than one trip, we can.
Okay.
We have an online website that you can take a look at, see the difference in packages and tours. We have several different packages available. We have done everything. We've got short 6-7 minute tours that we do for festivals around here around the city.
Okay.
We're running about 7 to 8 minutes, and that's up around the city, a full orbit around here. We go about 70-80 miles an hour.
Wow.
Okay.
We have a 12-mile tour that'll fly from here down to Metro Health over to the steel mills and then back in full orbit around the city. We've got 20, 30, and 60-minute tours. Packages start $95 for the short 7 to 8 minute tour.
Okay.
$149 for the 12-mile tour, which is the second step up. $215, $320, and $625 for the next ones, 20, 30, and 60-minute respectively.
So where are you flying to? Where are you taking the people to?
Again, with the 7 mile, it's just quick. It's
Okay.
up around the city. It gives you the experience of the perspective, eagle eyes view, if you will. We're up above it. We get to see everything. We're over top of the Brown Stadium, Progressive Field, the Q, coming around the other end of town, and we get the lake shore. So depending on which way the winds come from,
Okay.
which right now they're out of the southwest, so we take off and we climb up over the Browns Field and then orbit the city. Basically, I guess it'd be a counterclockwise turn. This morning when we took off, we were climbing this way. I turn, coming back down Marginal Road, and then we orbit the city that way. Okay. So it gives you kind of 2 different perspectives as you climb or descend around Browns Field. It's really neat to see. And a lot of the changes that people don't get to see of the city from the air.
Right. You also teach, instruct as well.
Yes.
What's the package for that?
That varies. And the easiest way to tell everybody this, it's very expensive to learn how to fly helicopters.
Okay.
It's almost twice as expensive as trying to fly an airplane.
Really?
It's just because of the operating costs. My insurance is pretty much double what the airplane is. Our insurance runs about $20,000 a year, just to kind of give you a perspective on that. So if you divide that among the hours that you fly, that changes the cost. The more hours you fly per year, that number comes down. The less you fly per year, that number goes up per hour. So generally, the average person takes 50 to 60 hours to get their rating. And that's just their private rating. So they could literally show up to me and say, hey, I want to take my family up. And I'm, okay, sounds good. Where are you going? I check them out. They could go take it. So 50 to 60 hours is the average person. The average cost per hour nationwide is about $600 an hour. So it could be about $30,000, $25,000 to $30,000 to get a rating.
Okay. Only reason I ask, flying a helicopter is actually one of my mother's dreams and goals. She's like elderly. Old, and then when she mentioned this, I was kind of excited. So I was like, "Oh, I think my mother would really like to hear about that."
Yep. We can do demo flights or demonstration flights.
Okay.
Normally they range in a half hour to an hour, and that'll give you the chance to have the controls. So anybody that would like to be a new student, want to seek information on flying helicopters, we do a lot of them for birthday gifts. People just, my husband's always been interested in flying a helicopter. We'd really like to do this for him. So we sell them a demonstration flight. They show up, go through a half-hour ground lesson on what to do, what not to do.
Okay.
That I'll take the controls over if it ever gets out of control.
Right.
But you stay on the controls because my goal is to let you fly
Oh,
as much
boy.
as you can.
Oh, wow.
So we let them do that, and they'll have about a half hour in the air. We'll teach the hovering so they can see how to hover, and we'll go through basic maneuvers up there, just flying straight and level, turns, climbs and descent, stuff like that. It gives them a good feeling of it.
Oh, awesome. That sounds
So,
good.
if I want to be super cool, and I say, hey, I want you to fly me
You
and
are
the
Larry.
missus.
Super cool.
I am. Me and the missus to this particular country club resort type place. Land the copter on the back 9. Leave me and my wife there. We go have dinner and come pick us up.
Okay.
Is that kind of? Can you land a helicopter any place like that?
For the most part,
wow.
there's very few restrictions as to where we can and can't land.
Wow.
However, the FAA has their own requirements. So basically, it's safety. If there's power lines in the way, we need to have a clear way in, clear way out, not over people or property, the best that we can do it. We can, with the permission of the landowner, so that country club you'd like to go to, if you set it up and they said, yeah, bring them out here, just keep them off the greens, we could go there. We have landed in elementary school parking lots. We have landed in their baseball fields. Wow. I have been in convenience store parking lots before with a helicopter just to show it off for an event. Again, with the permission of the landowner, we could pretty much do it. We just have to make sure that going in there, we're not overloaded, and that we can get down and out safely.
Wow.
That would be really awesome for like elementary school kids. Do you have you ever taken it to the schools and let the kids get in there and get to see?
And who pays for that?
Yeah.
It depends. Like the Easter egg drops that we've done, we just did 3 of them a couple weeks back for Easter. Either the community center or the church, whoever wants to put it on, usually pays for whatever they want to do there. We just get the helicopter there.
Okay.
And how we normally work that with them is it would just be flight time to and from the location where the helicopter was based out of. So like if it was a local area church or something like that, we'd bill them from the Burke Lakefront Airport to wherever it was in just flight time and however long a drop would take. If it was a community event where, let's say, they get the fire trucks together, ambulances, anybody else, police department, and they want to do a community event, if we're local that day, we'll land the helicopter, we'll let the kids climb in it if it's not muddy, or at least walk up, take a look, take pictures with it if they'd like to. And we do that pretty much 3 or 4 times a year. Usually whenever anybody's interested, we try to get it out there.
Wow. That's nice. Really
That
nice.
I got some ideas coming up already.
Well, I'm telling you, we just have so much going on here in Cleveland. Our city is just really booming, and this is just another plus to it.
Yeah, this is another thing to take advantage of with this spring and summer coming along.
Yes.
You know,
Can
something
you
to
imagine
do on
the
a
students
weekend
going to prom?
Right.
Okay.
What?
And prime time is around. Hey, Hey, I would like.
Well,
my
I'm saying
boyfriend-
what? That's spectacular. I mean, most
You
people
know,
are doing a
I'm cool with that.
limousine. You show
Right,
up by
you go with your
helicopter,
airplane.
it's over.
Yes. Okay.
You are
top
the
hat.
king now. You will get crowned.
Okay, top that. Now that was nice.
We have actually had about 6 requests this year.
Did
for
you?
that.
Okay.
And
Wow.
I have nobody could secure permission for us to land
Oh,
outside. However, like next week we have a gentleman that we are going to be flying. It's not this airport, but down in the Pittsburgh area.
Okay.
He wants us to give him a tour with his prom date, and then he has a souped-up sports car. So we have permission with the airport to run along a taxiway. So we're going to do aerial of his car going down the taxiway, and we're going to have his third trailer car shooting up at the helicopter in his sports car.
Oh, wow.
All for him.
That's
How
a memory.
elaborate
Okay, he
can
won.
you get?
Wow.
Man. So, folks, we have in the studio today Stellar Copters, located right here at the Burke Lakefront Airport. If you want to do something in the area of helicopter rides, you need to give John Marstellar a call. He's the chief pilot. His number is 330-727-1268. Man,
That's right. I mean, summer's coming up. This is something.
I mean, our summers are beautiful. You should have a really good summer. This should be your first summer here in Cleveland, right?
Correct.
So, I'm thinking you're going to just blow up.
Yeah.
something different from the Nautica.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. You know,
Because the guys over at Lean Dog, I mean, they've been trying to build a sky lift to take you throughout the city. You've just beat them by taking a helicopter
okay.
ride
Right.
throughout the city, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to, you see, if you drive out, you see that sky lift thing sitting in the middle of the parking lot
Yeah.
by Lean Dog.
Yes.
Well, they want to build.
I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, they want to build a sky lift thing to
Okay.
go throughout the city. A very elaborate system.
Okay.
But hey, for $95,
Take a helicopter ride, see the
take a
city,
helicopter
enjoy
ride, see the
the
city,
lake, the views,
pop a bottle of
bubbly.
bubbly,
Apple cider. No,
apple
I'm
cider,
just
no drinking and flying, no
Okay.
drinking and flying.
No. But what a great engagement gift.
Yeah.
You know, propose.
We do a lot of those.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That would be the best.
You know,
Right.
I was thinking of turning my other room into a chapel. So they want to get engaged on your copters, they can come down and get married in the chapel.
There you go.
A mini Vegas
one.
right here
Okay.
at Berkeley.
There you go.
And we have the little out front out there. They can
Yeah, you
people
know.
can actually watch them board.
Yes.
You know, and get off the plane. That
Little
was
red
so
carpet
cool.
out there to the helicopter.
yes,
man,
oh,
you know,
yes,
just
oh,
make
yeah.
it, just make it a treat for
Do you
everybody.
do night flights?
We do night flights.
Wow.
This time of year, it's
Now,
a
that's
little,
romantic.
a little harder for people just
Okay.
because it gets dark so late.
Okay.
Right.
But yeah, it's not out of the question. We did them all winter long. We actually, with the sunset at 4:30, 5 o'clock, it was one of our biggest sellers because you don't really ever get that view.
Right.
When you fly in commercially, you're out over the water, it's
Right.
dark, and then before you know it, you're down on the ground.
Right.
This gives you a different perspective of everything. You see how far the metro area spans. You can see out in the water where it's just dark. Downtown's gorgeous. The way that they have the bridges lit up, I mean, it is a very impressive the city to see at night.
That is really awesome.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Got something
Summer's
else to do.
coming. Wow, this is something that will really make a date go super well.
Yes.
Or, date night, being married. Good plans.
Yes. Yes.
Well, John, we just want to thank you, man, for just
Absolutely.
being a part of the KZ Radio family and sharing your Stellar Copter vision with us. Again, how can we get in contact with you? What is those website addresses and everything else?
Our website's www.stellarcopters.com. That's with an AR, not an ER.
Okay.
That's stellarcopters.com. And we have facebook.com/stellarcopters.
Okay.
We are on Twitter.
Wow.
And we do have a Instagram page that we use just to kind of get all the information out there.
Right.
Okay.
As of today, I guess they're going to be shooting American Ninja Warrior downtown.
Yeah.
We got some aerial photos of that to throw up there just because a lot of people aren't going to get to see it.
Right.
It'll just give everybody a different perspective. We try to get anything like that when anything new comes into the area because Nobody knows, especially with the outside perspective coming in.
Right.
That is awesome. And give the phone number out
It's 330-727-1268.
one more time.
330-727-1268.
Excellent. All right.
Stellar
awesome.
Copters.
Stellar Copters.
Summer is coming. Get that eagle eye view of the city.
Okay. And that's what's going on with Sir John.
And Lady D.
Thank you for joining us on this wonderful Sunday. And please give John a call. Do
Yeah.
something different.
Something different, something out of the norm this summer.
Yes.
Take advantage of this.
Get married. Take a flight.
Prom.
Bring